The firm says that there's a risk that the war could spread across the region, resulting in greater damage to Israel's financial system and security. It also predicts that the Israeli economy will contract by 5% in this final quarter of 2023. Well, let's speak to Alan Fisher. He joins us now from occupied East Jerusalem. Alan, what can you tell us about what the Israeli army has been saying and that Hamas is being helped by Iran? I can't imagine that's helping perceptions.
Just in the last couple of hours, the Israeli army spokesman has said that Hamas is being helped by Iran. They say that they have helped them with training, the supply of weapons. They have also given them tech know-how, and they continue to help them with intelligence. Now, if you go back to October the 8th, October the 9th, there was a lot of reports about how involved Iran had been. Even one report in an American newspaper suggesting that Iran had given the final approval for the attack. But of course, the United States said it had checked its intelligence agencies, and as far as they were aware, Iran had no direct knowledge of the attack. Now, the links between Iran and Hamas are pretty well known, but the fact that the Israelis are saying this is Hamas, this is Iran, this is still ongoing, it will certainly heighten tensions in the area when Joe Biden has warned other countries not to get involved in the attack. And there are plenty in the right wing in Israel and also in the United States who would be interested in perhaps pushing harder against Iran, and some who would even consider the necessity of taking military action against the government in Tehran.
And obviously, we were talking earlier about those economic repercussions there if things do indeed escalate and spread. Alan, let me ask you, because we were talking earlier about Erdogan's comments there in Parliament. What's he said about the relationship between Turkey and Israel?
Well, of course, the relationship between Israel and Turkey has not been good. If you go back all the way to 2010, there was a flotilla of boats that tried to break the siege and the sanctions of Gaza. They were intercepted by the Israeli Navy. Many of the people there were Turkish. The boat, the Mavi Marmara, was also Turkish. That led to a real deterioration in relationships between Turkey and Israel for a number of years. Things started to get better over the last few years, particularly over the last several months. There was some talk of perhaps even President Erdogan visiting Israel. That has now been completely ruled out by the Turkish president. He said Hamas is not a terrorist organization. It's fighting for its land. There will be no visit, and Israel took advantage of Turkey's good intentions. Now, people think that this won't be the end of it, and perhaps there could be further diplomatic repercussions between the two countries.
Make sure to subscribe to a channel to the latest news from RDZ World News.